Good morning. Let us start with the chapter Understanding the Self. Self means totality of a person's experience, ideas, thoughts, feelings with regard to himself. This consists of self-concept, means description of oneself, self-esteem, judgment of oneself according to the standards which is set by the person. Now a big question arises, who am I? Means this is identity. Identity is a thought which is carried by a person throughout the life. It consists of personal identity, means character of person which make him separated from others. Social identity, characters that link a person to a group through his profession, society, culture, etc. Characteristics of young children which help them to understand themselves. Physical description is there, means when the usage of words like child is tall, thin, curly hair. Description in terms of skills, like child can ride bicycle, he can count very fast. Concrete description, when child describes himself by the things he possesses, I'm having TV, red car. There are certain factors which influences the identity formation in a child. Biological factors means genes which travel from one generation to the another, and the child is tall and thin and fair. Socio-cultural factors means the environment in which he is brought up, his family. Cognitive, how successfully he can handle the situations. Let's talk about an adolescent. It is a period of puberty when the child reaches the sexual maturity. So what are the areas of conflict during adolescence? He is expected to behave like an adult. Behavior of parents are different for boys and for girls. This all depends upon their expectations. Experience conflict during social expectations. Feeling of identity crisis. Let's talk about the characteristics of adolescence. Abstract description, example emotional, truthful, sensitive, cool-headed. Contradictions, I'm social but quiet. Ideal description, I wish I would be taller. And real self is, but I'm short. Self-consciousness, because the body images are compared from the peers. So development of unique identity is through genes, through different experiences. Response is different to different situation for each and every person. Now we talk about the changes which occur during adolescence. In the girls, enlargement of breast, pubic hair, menarche, growth of axillary hair takes place. In boys, growth of testes, pubic hair, voice changes, axillary hairs, facial hairs takes place. Socio-cultural factors which help in the making of identity. On the onset of puberty, more restrictions are placed on girls as compared to boys, where boys are enjoying their freedom. But in Western culture, adolescents are expected to move away from their family because they have to behave like an adult. As compared to that, in Indian society, adolescents are still dependent on their parents. In traditional communities, children are trained to take their family occupations. In cities, adolescents are trained to prepare themselves for choosing an occupation. Affectionate parenting brings confidence in adolescents. They need strong support and acceptance from their peers also. Disharmony in the parents and adolescent relation happens because of the generational gap. Individuality and connectedness are important to develop the balanced personality in adolescence. The last portion is emotional changes which takes place. If an adolescent is dissatisfied with one's appearance, it can prevent him or her to concentrate on work or studies. This results in decreased performance in sports and studies. And there is a sharp burst of anger without any reason takes place. This is called mood swings. With this, we have finished our first chapter. Take good care of yourself. Goodbye.